My name is Yves Roire. I'm a Senior Technical Officer with the Peatlands team at Ulster Wildlife. Today, we are out on Garry Bog Nature Reserve to outline how to construct a plastic piling dam. We are going to take you through the steps involved in installing a plastic piling dam so that contractors, landowners, and project officers can refer back to this video when delivering their own projects. One of the key principles of peatland restoration is reinstating a site's natural hydrology. Drains and ditches lower the water table and thus dry out the peat. But we can use plastic piling dams to raise the water table close to the surface again, which will allow key bog plants like cotton grasses and sphagnum mosses to survive. Plastic dams are often used instead of peat dams on steep slopes or when working with large and deep drains, where water pressure is higher than what a peat dam could take. In areas where the ground is very soft or there is sensitive vegetation, machine access might not be possible. Installing plastic piling dams by hand may be the best alternative solution in these instances. Additionally, a site may only have a few drainage channels to block, making it impractical and onerous to bring heavy machinery. Plastic piles can be transported on foot or using smaller vehicles like ArgoCats or quad bikes. A minimum of 2 people will be required in order to install a plastic piling dam. If there is a lot of vegetation, it is often helpful to use a spade or a blade to cut a slice through the top layer of turf and insert the pile into this. Place the first plastic pile upright on the edge of the drain bank, with at least half of the pile on the bank. Enough of the pile must be embedded in the bank for the dam to be secured and prevent the water from going around. Keeping the pile as straight as possible, use a curbing mole to drive the pile downwards. The piles connect together using a tongue and groove system. Take the second pile, align the tongue and groove system and slide it down as far as possible. Then, use the curbing mole to drive the pile down to the same depth as the first. Piles can be ordered in various lengths, but for most drainage channels, 1.5 meters is sufficient. Longer piles can make the initial installation significantly more challenging. Repeat this process until the pilings span the full width of the drain, making sure that the final pile has a secure grip on the bank. Drive the pile down until it is approximately 6 inches above the ground. 4 or 5 standard plastic piles are usually more than enough for most drains, but depending on the size of the drain, more or less may be required. So be sure to map out what you need beforehand as best as you can. Once the full width of the drain has been spanned, then drive the central pile approximately 4 to 6 inches lower than the others. This notch means that as the water builds up behind the dam, it will spill over here first, rather than cutting around the edge of the dam and compromising the whole structure. Once installed, the dams can begin to build up water behind them very quickly. This will bring the water table closer to the surface, making conditions better for the bog-building sphagnum moss and the other bog vegetation.